They'll begin on the ground with Evans.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now Cooper looks to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Evans.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Cooper will look to throw it.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Returnable for Lockett. A little juke. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And this would be his 2nd NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Again, a run with Evans.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Here's 2nd and 9.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Here's Cooper. Under pressure, and down he goes.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage?
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Evans.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw. Cooper.
And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Cooper. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll break. The huddle come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Evans running behind center.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Cooper over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee.
Finding space at the 40. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw. Cooper.
That's complete to his tight end Farrell.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Cooper.
Higbee secures it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Cooper throwing on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Cooper. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Cooper to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Cooper. In trouble, and he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Desperados are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in Orchard Park, a couple of blue-collar cities doing battle. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Stephon Diggs, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 70.
And the Desperados take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Desperados extend their lead yet again.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to throw. Cooper.
Pass complete once again to Bourne.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44, Cooper.
He'll get that complete to Reed. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 38, Cooper into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there. 61 yards. He went swinging for the fences on that play. Didn't quite get in the end zone, but, boy, they're set up pretty now.
Okay, that play just happened. Let it go. Time to defend the goal line, bring some all-out pressure, and try and knock them back.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Desperados get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out come the Jags.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Back to throw is Cooper on first down.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Cooper. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cooper now on 3rd and 2.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
And he goes down.
T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cooper. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Austin's offense ready to go again. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Back to throw again.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Desperados continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on